Hello, I'm Claudia Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is the energy update for the full moon in Virgo, which is on the 18th of March 2022. Pretty much in every country. Here in Asia, it's at 2:17 in the afternoon. So, Australia, New Zealand, it's going to be sometime later in the afternoon. A lot of countries going to be early in the morning and in the night there for some people. For some parts of the world that are behind in the times that it's going to be on the 17th for you. But this video has been published 14 hours before the full moon, so let's do it. It's the full moon in Virgo, which is all about taking inspired action, says this. So let's see if my guides agree with that. So I have a live show 3 times a week here on YouTube called Psychic Cafe. If you're interested in coming along to that for a mini reading now, which is by donation, you can. You can find it by clicking on the Be Healing page down there, and you'll see on my YouTube page it's the next show lined up, so you can find out when it is in your time zone. If you click on that subscribe button along with that notification bell, and then click on set a reminder for that, you'll get notified here in YouTube, so you can come along live and get a mini read. We'd love to see you in there. If you're interested in a private reading with me, they're also available from my website, behealing.com. I'll get them out within 48 hours if you're ordering them. You can find a link for that in the description box and up there as well. If they're all sold out, then just check back 24 hours, 48 hours later, and you should be able to book in. Now, so what is this full moon in Virgo energy all about? The garden of the night, bit of a dark night of the soul. I'm feeling like, you see how she's kind of sat by herself there? I'm feeling like this could be quite a withdrawn kind of a full moon, some realizations of maybe something that you need to let go of, but some kind of darkness that's been in your life, some changes that need to be made. It could be very wake-up cally kind of an energy of, I need to change my life kind of thing, and kind of sitting back by yourself and realizing there's things that I need to let go of here and just stop doing. Ooh, freedom and soulmates. Now, for some of you, this could be about relationships and maybe barking up the wrong tree, being with the wrong person. It could be about trying to seek a soulmate in the wrong way, or the approach that you're taking, or you've had your heart set on a person that you think is a soulmate and it's not happening. And you could be breaking free of that. This could also be about, what was it? I just picked something else up then. It will come to me. But this is about relationship kind of traps, or disappointment in relationships, or beliefs that you've got that are kind of hindering you from getting into the relationships that you want. Something about being set free from that, or a need to set yourself free from that. Interesting. So tell us, Tarot, what's going on? Now we've got the devil being very tempting here. This is about addictions. It is about obsession. It's about that kind of attraction, love, lust, that is attachment, obsession, ego wanting something. It's not real love is what I'm getting from this. Now, you might be wanting to be right in a situation, or you might just have poured so much energy into someone that you want to win. There's a negative ego drive here. There's all of the wrong reasons for getting in relationship right here. But it's very tempting to keep on down that path is what I'm getting. So some of you need to free yourself from this, a dark path that you're taking in relationships. Oh, wow. Okay. What else? 3 of Cups, a reunion going on here. Okay, so someone come back into your life. The Sun, a lot of happiness. Woo. The Sun is the happiest card in the deck because it's the inner child being happy. It's when we truly feel light and that delight in our heart because our inner child is feeling it too. It's not the ego being happy kind of thing. It's true happiness. The Empress is about holding ourselves in high regard, treating ourselves like royalty. Maybe someone else treating us like royalty. This is the divine feminine kind of an energy of being truly honored or honoring ourselves. Of course, we start with ourselves and then we get honored by other people. Okay, so apparently it's all about the dark side of relationships, or the dark side, breaking free from the dark side of the dark path that we've been on in relationships. Tell us why the devil's here. So this could be many things. This could be about lust. It could be about attraction. It could be about an obsession. It could be about some kind of a negative relationship path or attraction that we've got to someone that isn't true love. But it's very tempting and it's hard to let go of. The Empress, Divine Feminine again. It's very tempting to keep on this track. The Empress can be about taking control of something as well. The Devil and the Empress. Well, I'm picking something else up from this now. The Devil. Okay, so what I was just talking about, I was being on the dark path there. Take that message, but take this message too. If you're holding the Empress energy, so you've got a very high regard for yourself, you do the self-love thing, you are in charge of all your stuff and everything, you've learned the lessons of all the queens and are embodying that, you've got a very attractive energy. That attractive energy is going to attract all sorts of people to you. It's going to attract some that are this devilish kind of an energy. It's going to attract, people are going to be obsessed with you because you've got this very attractive. It's like the Empress is like someone that knows her worth and everything. She could be even famous. It's going to attract a lot of people obsessed with you kind of thing. And if they manage to get within the vicinity of you, that could be very tempting because it's going to appeal to the ego. It's going to appeal to they're giving me a lot of attention. Like you hear with famous people, can be susceptible to this kind of an energy of someone wanting something from them and somehow getting in their life. It's almost narcissistic kind of an energy of pretending that there's something, they're not pretending they've got something to give you and just showering all the attention on. The Empress is quite susceptible to that because the more you're in that Empress energy of loving and respecting yourself, the less people you're actually aligned with because there's not that many people that have stepped into the Emperor and the Empress energy. And so when someone comes along like this, they're giving a lot of attention, apparently obsessed, apparently loving you, but it's not that. So the Garden of the Night, the dark side of relationships, this is not just about you and your dark side in relationships. This is about recognizing other people and their dark side in relationships. This could be about recognizing that someone who you think is loving you is actually obsessed with you and it's not a positive energy. It could be about that for some. You might need to set someone free. Take this as it resonates because there could be many angles with this energy. What's behind that is new beginnings. So there's a new start to be had. There's something to cut out. Full moons are always about cutting something out. Something to cut out to have a new beginning. So you could be in a situation where someone's obsessed with you, but you're kind of liking, the ego is kind of liking that, the attention from them. And if you just cut that out, if you cut them out realizing it's not good for them, it's not good for you, then you might have a new beginning, someone coming in, an emperor coming in, to match your true energy. So there's, even if you're in that divine feminine energy, the ego, we're always going to have an ego, right? Trying to protect us. So you're also always going to be susceptible to that. Some darkness. Three of Cups, somebody coming back into your life. What is this? Four of Materials. Someone that's held their energy back until now that actually wants to happily ever after with you. But do they? Or is it this devil energy? Now, for some of you, it could be. For some of you, it might not be. It's someone coming back in, and you're going to have to ascertain whether it is a positive energy for you, a true match for you for this love and respect Empress energy, or if it is appealing to your ego. And that takes a lot of honesty with ourselves to get past our own bullshit. Someone could be declaring that they want everything with you. It could be true. If someone that's held something back, why did they hold back before? Maybe just sort something out. Maybe it was to come at you right, but maybe it wasn't. Maybe they're holding back before because something else was going on. Now it's up to you to decide. It's up to you to figure this out, but it's going to take a lot of, I want to say, like, almost brutal honesty with yourself, you know? Grounding, like bringing yourself back down to earth, being like totally down to earth and honest with yourself. Okay. The sun energy. Inner child being truly happy. Now, if you have been doing a lot of shadow work and all of that, and you're like, no, I've kind of searched within myself and I'm pretty sure that this is it, Claire, that this could be like someone you're obsessed with and it's obsessed with you that isn't a negative energy there. It could be that, but don't fool yourself if it is that. Do you know what I mean? Don't prematurely get to that stage. The sun. Tell us why the sun's here. This is awesome energy. Feeling truly happy. Temperance. Something that you've waited for. Something that you've felt trapped within, compelled to, obsessed with even, that you've waited for because it seemed to be worth waiting for. Has been worth waiting for. Some of you have been waiting for this and maybe you've been trying to let it go and you've just not been able to let it go. Some of you, you could be getting this ultimate happiness today, someone coming in and it actually working out for you. If you have been letting go of someone because it hasn't been happening, but really you've not been able to fully let it go, it's as much as you've tried to, they could be coming back in today or around this full moon. Because don't forget, everyone's going to be going through these energies, going to be affected by these energies. So your person could be feeling these energies today, could be like, why am I so obsessed with you? Is this true? Maybe I need to call them up again, come back in their lives. So it could be today, it could be tomorrow, it could be the next day. These are the energies about. So if your person is going through these energies, someone that you've been waiting for, it could be in the next few days that they get in touch because they could be thinking about all of this stuff. Is this obsession? Is this really good for me? While you're thinking about it, it's like, am I true love? Taking sacred space there, yeah. So you've either in the past been taking that sacred space to yourselves to figure it out. And like, is this messed up like my old relationships or is this the person for me? If you've been taking it slowly with that temperance, some of you, and trying to figure it out, both of you, whether this is actually true now. Those of you that have been doing the work on yourselves as well, you could be coming back together very shortly or today to and realizing that it is. That this is a relationship. If that is the case with you, this is a relationship that's been really slow in coming and you've been very deliberate, maybe both very cautious about it, because it's not so much that you're cautious of the other person, although that will be there too because of your past experiences. It's more cautious with yourself and the choices that you make of like, do I really want to dive into this and commit to this? Is this going to be my long-term thing? So we've got the Empress here. Who's coming out with the Empress? High Priestess. I was expecting the Emperor. High Priestess and Five of Inspiration, so the practice card there. Practicing your intuition, practicing that Empress energy, practicing that love and respect, self-respect, self-value, self-worth, all of that stuff. Today could be about that. For some, more practice into this. Some of you could be ready for this relationship. Some of you are on your way to this. These are the energies that are about, whether you're a novice on this and have just started out with relationships and haven't yet got to this Empress energy truly yet, or or completely ready for it, and everywhere in between. These are the energies that are about. So it's about moving you forward on this path to the relationship that you want. It's all about relationships. So transformation is behind that. There's an opportunity in this full moon to transform your relationship path, to set yourself free from some dark relationship path that you've been on, or to recognize the darkness and to recognize the light and to get really honest with yourself about your relationship path, to transform it. Okay, so what about our love lives? I mean, this is all about our love lives. I had no idea. I wasn't expecting that. I was kind of expecting it more to be about abundance for some reason, and work stuff with Virgo, but passion, a magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. So there it is, that Empress energy of attracting all kinds, and even the devil kinds too, you know? And that negative, or people that will try and con you into loving them. You're very magnetic. You need to know that at the moment. Very magnetic. Playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. Some of you are going to be talks with, or coming together with, and having some fun with the person you actually do want to be with. What else in our love lives today? Breathe through the tension. You could be tense. You could be waiting for someone and wondering if they're going to come in. You could be in talks with someone as well, and it could be quite tense to go through and process and talk about where we've been, because like I said, someone could be coming in where there's been a lot of time for yourself, a lot of time apart, maybe sorting your own stuff out. So it could be very nerve-wracking, the conversation of when they come in, but well, very nerve-wracking that they are coming in, really. But a soul connection there. You've got a very strong connection with somebody. What else? Romance. It could be very romantic. I'm getting really nervous now, though. I'm getting this feeling of real nervousness. So they could show up and you're like, oh God, is this where it ends completely? Or are they back? Is it a commitment? What is it? Just all of the emotions, the fears that it could go either way. Them too, the fears of coming in and telling you the truth of their feelings to you, and you could reject them or you could embrace them like they don't know. But there's a spark there, and I feel like someone is acting on that passion, but also it's what's fueling them to come in, but it's also after taking some time for themselves to get really clear on it. If that is your case, you could have your person coming in to give a love offer today. Infidelity is a problem. So for some of you, someone hasn't been true to you or wasn't true to you in the past, and that needs sorting out. Be careful if that is the case, because sometimes people can change, they can learn from it, but it's rare. You've got sensuality. Infidelity could also be if you have let someone go because there's a definite having spent time by yourself going on here. It could be that you're with someone else and you might feel bad you might feel like you've cheated on them even though you weren't committed to them. So you haven't cheated on them, but you might feel a disloyal heart kind of an energy in yourself. So that could be about beating yourself up. That could be dark night of the soul kind of an energy there. So some of you might feel like you've cheated on your person even if you haven't, just because they're coming back in, and maybe you are with someone else at the moment, dating someone else at the moment, or something like that. Sensuality, anyway, we've got romance, we've got sensuality. There could be that energy for some of you today. And joy, wow. So some of you have got the person coming in and you're going to be truly happy around this full moon. How exciting. Let me know in the comments below if it's you. If you're hoping it's going to be you. As I said, these are the energies that are around. So if your person is going through these energies, it might be in the next couple of days or even a week away if they're at a distance from you, to respond to these energies and then come your way. They could be making the decision around now to come your way. Let's put it that way. Needle and thread, a sincere wish will be granted. Wow. This could be something that you've been waiting for a long time. Karma, you will reap what you've sown. What is the energies that you've been sowing? And karma is not so much about what we've been giving out to other people in those energies, it's what we've been given to ourselves, how we feel about ourselves, how we've been treating ourselves. The Empress energy. I. Psychic ability, trust your intuition. So some of you get an intuitive hit around what I've been saying in this. Yeah, trust your intuition. Wow. Broken wishbone. Wish will not be granted. So for some of you, that's not going to be granted. There we have it. A sincere wish will be granted, and the opposite of that. So for some, it can go either way. It really could go either way, and that's because some are in the dark path of relationships, and some have learned from that and are on the path of light kind of thing. Throne, position of authority. The throne energy, it is the Empress energy as well, and the Emperor energy. You could be attracting someone in with authority, or it could be someone stepping into that divine masculine, divine feminine energy now. Could be you. So think of a yes or no answer question now, because I've got a red and a green crystal in this bag. I'm going to pull one of them out very shortly for your answer. This is just a bit of fun because this is a general reading. Don't forget, if you want me to pull one of these crystals out for a definitive yes or no answer for you, and cards out as well, to give you clarity on that, then come along to a Psychic Cafe show. As I said, you can find that by clicking on the Be Healing thing down there. If you click on the subscribe button along with that notification bell, you'll see my next show laying in wait there, and you can click on set a reminder, see when it is in your time zone. Come along. I can do that for you. It's by donation in there for those mini reads. Now, I can also answer your questions as well in a private reading if you want. Normally when private readings I just channel. All you need to do is book in for a reading and I'll channel it all. But you can ask specific questions if you want to, and the way to do that is book in. There's a link in the description box below and also one up there as well. And once you've booked in, click on the Contact Us page on my website, put all your questions in there for your reading. I'll do that for you. How best can we deal with these energies today? Five of Swords. Now look at this. Let's pick this card apart. She's there. She's got a rose there. She's paying attention to something. There's someone in the darkness whose heart she's ripped out and she's got in her hand there. The one in the darkness there has got some kind of a stitched at the heart. This is complicated. This is a chaotic romantic situation where both seem to be defensive to me, in a defensive stance because of chaos and conflict. But she's got his heart there in her hand. And I feel that this is talking about relationships and the darkness in relationships and how we mess each other up and cause these defenses. So this is telling me something different now, is that how best to deal with these energies today. It's like, deal with that darkness, deal with the stuff that's going on, deal with the problems. Like you broke their heart, you ripped their heart out, and in fact they ripped your heart out. You've both made each other defensive. There could be a lot of relationship healing to do, either with somebody today or with yourself with respect to past relationships or someone that you are still attached to, emotionally attached to. It's all about breaking free from emotional and relationship darkness. Who'd have thought it? Not quite a match to the taking action then, is it? The full moon in Virgo. It is all about letting go, as full moons are. Specifically, dark paths in relationships. How exciting. So think of a yes or no answer question now. Pause the video if you're not ready for your answer. Your answer is no. Don't do it. It's the ruby. Now you know. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment as well. Where are you on this path? What is this inspiring in you? This reading. Let me know below. I love hearing from you. And click on that subscribe button along with that notification bell down there to hear more from me. I do one of these every single day of the year. I do 3 love picker card reads a week as well. If you've got any ideas of what you want me to do those love picker card reads about, let me know in the comments below. I'll consider that. And I go live 3 times a week as well in my Psychic Cafe show, which I'd love to see you in. So have the best full moon ever. Enjoy your Friday, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.